It's the end of the year, and we just want to look back on 2025 and revisit a little bit of the chaos, a little bit of the darkness, but also a little bit of the cause for optimism, perhaps, with a fun montage that producer Ashley put together. Let's take a look.
This is Liberation Day.
When Donald Trump looks out at this crowd and they pay attention to this stuff, and Elon Musk does, you are scaring the hell out of them.
You know, they're trying to drive us apart. I'm very disappointed in Elon.
We are looking to set a goal of a minimum of 3,000 arrests for ICE every day.
More than 7 million people gathered at nearly 3,000 events across the country over the weekend for No Kings rallies.
This parade salutes our soldiers' remarkable strength and unbeatable spirit. You won't want to miss it.
Charlie Kirk has died.
This is called the fog of war.
Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
The U.S. military carried out a follow-up strike on September 2nd.
Millions of Americans fear their food assistance or SNAP benefits will run out tomorrow as the government shutdown drags on.
Zohran Mamdani will be elected the next mayor of New York, New York.
You have delivered a mandate for change.
Marjorie Trader Grin.
Pete Hegseth risked endangering American troops.
No more beardos. So I don't want my son serving alongside troops who are fat and out of shape.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
The House voting overwhelmingly to release the Epstein files.
Yeah, and so I think everybody believes, for good reason, 2025 has been a bad year for us, and it has. But it's also, and don't forget this, been a really bad year for Donald Trump. I mean, not in terms of corruption. He's stealing all tons of money and massive bribery and everything. But man, it has been one terrible and bungled scandal after another. And not just for him. His lackeys look so ridiculous, and they're so utterly, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, Kristi Noem, they all look terrible. RFK Jr., is he still alive? I'm not even sure. Pete Hegseth, who, as they pointed out, is a danger to the troops. At least any troops that are walking by as he's trying to do pull-ups. Those feet are sure flailing a lot. You gotta watch out, he could kick you in the cheek or something. But anyway, there's been a lot of good news too. I mean, the massive protests, not only like the rallies that Bernie and AOC were doing, but the No Kings protests, the great special election wins and Zohran Mamdani winning too, but also they haven't gotten anywhere near those 3,000 arrests per day for a lot of different reasons. One, there's not that many criminals, but also because a lot of communities have really banded together to protect people in their area. And so, JR, I know you're gonna take a dark turn, I'm sure, because you always do, but I think there's a lot of cause for optimism if you just take a look back on the year. What do you think?
I see how you're trying to change my approach here, John. Since we're wrapping up this year, the last Monday, best damn day of the week, Monday of the year, fine. I'll give you a little bit of, positivity, especially tonight we're doing Turks and Jerks. So I'll come with my negativity there. But I think reviewing it though, and reviewing some of the horrific things that this guy's been all about and that is devastation in your world because they've stacked him so consistently back to back to back against each other. It's good to take a second to think about it again because we forget how we get here. We forget some of the instances of what it is that we've gotten to this point. We're in the middle of still releasing, as he mentioned, 1 million more documents from the Epstein files, but we haven't taken in the fact the very first things that came out were damning enough that he shouldn't have been around enough to survive for us to see the rest of them. I was a point where I saw Mike Johnson, and it totally reminded me because he was standing in the lobby area where he told the CNN reporter that Donald Trump was also the FBI informant under Epstein. When are we gonna get that information coming out? Because
oh my God, I completely forgot about that.
You see what I'm talking about?
That's crazy.
I'm talking about. He was an FBI informant, bro. So I suppose that's gonna be coming out soon. We've got all kinds of information happening. But it does give people the mindset to realize anybody who's maybe thought, oh, this has been bad for Donald Trump, but he's done some good things. Just if you actually look into it, you'll understand it's really bad. And then after you see that, you'll understand it's even worse than that. So the pushback, at least it's heartening that there's enough people in this country still who understand how bad this really is. And they're not falling for it. It's just now 2026 is the year of the fight. This is the recognition year, I suppose. It took us a year to figure it out. Now it's time to fight.
Yeah, no, those are some great points, and yeah, FBI and people are talking in the chat like, what's Tulsi Gabbard been up to?
Oh my God,
that's
right.
3 times this year. I don't think that we have. I don't know what's going on. And look, there's a lot of terrible stuff. All the doggy stuff was terrible. What's happened to the CDC and to HHS, the stuff that's happened to the Department of Education. A lot of that is really bad and is going to require a great deal of reconstruction. And we're also going to have to deconstruct his name off of buildings and his face printed on things and all that stuff. There's a lot of bad stuff, but there's also some good stuff. Just being reminded, and I love the way that Ashley edited that, his military parade, which was a massive waste of money. God damn, was that a funny failure, man?
So good.
It was so bad. Everybody was bored. Donald Trump was bored. I love that he finally got what he wanted and he hated it. That just makes me feel so much better.
If he enjoyed it, he would be talking about it constantly. The great, magical, majestic military parade in honor of yours truly. He won't bring it up.
Yeah. No, it was a big failure. The ICE stuff has been a massive failure. He's lost people on the economy with Liberation Day. He's lost people in mass deportation. They're not actually cheering cities being invaded. And all of this is positive. All of us are worried about where this is going to go in season 2. You know, all of us are. But it could already be in a worse place. We could be far worse off, but we're not, because people are still paying attention. They haven't become apathetic. They haven't, stuck their head in the ground. And thank God they easily could have, or people could be more won over by the propaganda and the jingoism and all that. They could buy the lies to a much greater extent than they actually are. And then maybe they would be more accepting of what Donald Trump and the Republicans are going to try to do to take the midterms or to stop the vote from meaning anything, and likely to do that in 2028. But I have a lot more optimism when it comes to the next 3 years as we end 2025, certainly than I did as we began 2025. And so I think that's a positive thing.
I like it.
Sorry, Jay, final point to you.
No, I like it. I'm willing to go out on 2025 with a positive, optimistic bang, John. You got me finally, bro.
Exactly.
With the cost of everything going up, here at TYT, we're always trying to help you guys out and save you some money. Your cell phone bill is the last place you should be getting ripped off. But if you're with Verizon or AT&T, chances are you're way overpaying for the plan you're on. That's why TYT is teaming up with Noble Mobile, the only cell phone plan that pays you to use your phone less. With their Noble plan, get unlimited data for only $50 a month. But the real game changer is the cash back you get for your unused data. The less data you use, the more cash back you get. It's a win-win. Stop letting big wireless rip you off. Choose a company that aligns with your values and isn't trying to milk you for every last cent. And by switching to Noble, you're directly supporting TYT in our mission of bringing you honest, independent news. So give Noble a try and make the switch today. Scan the QR code on the screen now or visit go.tyt.com/plan. That's go.tyt.com/plan.
Now, in years past, we used to do predictions for the new year. I'm gonna have to figure out if we're gonna do that maybe next week or something. But anyway, I have a little bit of hope. Okay, for all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. We're, as Jayar said, we're gonna be doing the Turks and Jerks later on today.